What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to the Merseyside Derby post-match analysis video. Liverpool kids 1, Everton full Premier League team 0. Absolutely incredible what the Liverpool reserves have done. In some instances it was our third or fourth choice players, not even our second choice players. A 16-year-old Harvey Elliott started, 17-year-old Nico Williams started, and the star of the show, my man of the match, 18-year-old Liverpool Youth Academy player Curtis Jones scored one of the goals of the season in England, and certainly he will remember this moment for the rest of his life. To score in such a big game for an 18-year-old Liverpool fan, and Boyo, the Liverpool Academy player, is just brilliant. And he is a Scouser, very confident lad. Jurgen Klopp said it himself that he couldn't wait to play in the first team. And I didn't expect this, honestly. When I saw the lineups, I thought Everton will dominate the game and we will ultimately lose our proud record of not losing to Everton at home for like more than 20 years. So it's something crazy like that. And also Everton haven't beaten us for almost 10 years now in all competitions, home or away, which is brilliant. And I also read the statistic that since the 2012-2013 season, so like 6 years, in the Liverpool-Everton games, Everton led. So Everton were in front in those games for a grand total of 7 minutes. Absolutely incredible. And even this Liverpool reserve side actually were outstanding. They played like the Liverpool first team. Of course not like as high quality, but the intensity, the high pressing, the attitude, everything was top notch. And of course the biggest disappointment is that James Milner had a muscle injury. He has a lot of pain in his muscle, which suggests it's a serious injury. That's what Jurgen Klopp said after the game. But otherwise, what did you think of the game? Who impressed you the most? Again, Curtis Jones, Harvey Elliott, Nico Williams, the right back. They were outstanding. And I even heard some Liverpool fans say we should put Trent Alexander-Arnold in midfield because Nico Williams is the next great right back coming through at Liverpool. I mean, that's a little bit of an exaggeration, but maybe not, because he was outstanding. Everton, though, to be fair to them, they had 3 big chances in the first half. Richarlison could have scored 2 goals in the first half and then the game could have been completely different. But Adrian, our backup goalkeeper, who I think deserved a run out because he came in cold to substitute for Alisson in Norwich game, and also he started the European Super Cup final against Chelsea where he was the hero in the penalty shootout to win Liverpool the Super Cup. And also after a few shaky games in the Premier League, he really grew into it and he contributed massively to Liverpool being top of the Premier League by so many points. But then, of course, when Alisson came back, he had to wait for his chance. And today was his big chance for Adrian. And boy, did he take it. What a player. What a goalkeeper we have on our hands. Some Liverpool fans are saying that he's even better than De Gea. On current form, maybe, because De Gea made some incredible blunders, especially his blunder against Watford comes to my mind, which was a huge error. But Adrian, let's talk about him. 3 really big saves in the first half, which probably knocked the stuffing out of Everton, because Everton probably were licking their lips when they saw the lineup and they thought, here is our biggest chance to win at Anfield for I don't know how long, maybe 10-15 years. This is our biggest chance to win at Anfield, and they lost. That is freaking hilarious to me, that they lost to a Liverpool team which had, after Milner went off, just 1 regular starting 11 player, Joe Gomez, in the side. All the other 10 players were either Liverpool youth players, under 23 players, or in the name of Lallana and Origi, bench players at Liverpool. And even James Milner, you could argue, is a bench player. At the moment, Joe Gomez is in our starting 11, but otherwise this was a reserve Liverpool side, as reserve as they come. And in the second half, we played Everton off the park. We had more possession, more shots, a lot more shots on target, and especially after the Curtis Jones goal, it was like there was only one team on the pitch. It was men against boys, but the boys won. That was the incredible thing about this game, that Everton just couldn't get any chances in the second half. I don't remember a really big chance in the second half for Everton. Yes, in the first half they had quite a lot of opportunities, but the second half it was like 90% Liverpool, and we had so many great long shots. Divock Origi, Oxlade-Chamberlain, and of course Curtis Jones. And that goal is so beautiful. I have watched it 10 times already on replay after the game is finished, and I just wanted to watch the post-match analysis of Jurgen Klopp. I will read his best quotes to you guys in a second, but that Curtis Jones goal is so special because he has Everton players around him. And he just takes a touch, he's facing the other way. So the goal is this way and he's facing the other way. And he just curls in an absolute beauty, going into the goal, in off the underside of the bar. Absolutely brilliant goal by Curtis Jones. I'm watching it on replay as I speak on my laptop, and it's just beautiful. And Jurgen Klopp couldn't be proud of his players. And I think the whole setup, the way that Liverpool's first team players play the same way and train the same way as the Liverpool under 23s, the Liverpool under 18s, is just magnificent. That this Liverpool youngsters, this Liverpool youngs team comes into this game and they can produce a similar type of football to the first team, shows what great changes Jurgen Klopp made to this football club. And I think a huge credit goes to Jurgen Klopp and also to the structure that Liverpool and Jurgen Klopp together implemented at Liverpool, because he completely transformed this football club. In 5 years, Liverpool went from a little better than a mid-table Premier League team who were sometimes in the Europa League, sometimes we didn't even qualify for Europe, but we didn't even dream of winning the Champions League because we weren't even in the competition most years. And from that to now, this Liverpool side honestly is the best team in the world right now. And I'm loving every second of it. I'm not sure how much this will last. I hope that it will last for the next 4 years until Jurgen Klopp is manager. And maybe even after that, whoever will be Liverpool manager next, I hope that he can continue. And of course, football comes in cycles. And maybe when some Liverpool first team players will leave, then maybe that cycle will be broken. But right now, just savor and enjoy every single moment of it, because this Liverpool team is something really truly special. And I have to ask some Liverpool fans who are much older than me and you who have seen the team from the 70s, from the 80s, who dominated not just England but Europe as well. You tell me, is this side even better than those? Because on the statistics side, on how much Liverpool have won recently, it is better. In terms of win percentage, I mean 29 games in the Premier League, 28 wins and 1 draw. And I don't think there has been ever before a run before in Liverpool's history. Even in the 80s, I don't think, if you look through the record books, I mean the 97-point season was already the best ever season Liverpool got in terms of win percentage, and this season is even better. We are on course to finish on 110 points, and you can only win 114 points in a whole single season in the Premier League, so that shows that this is just an incredible Liverpool side. And let me know, guys, do you think that this is the best ever Liverpool team in the history of the game? And this was, even the kids are great, even the kids are brilliant. I'm just loving every minute of it. And the downside is that maybe Liverpool will have a lot of fixture congestion in the next few weeks because we have the West Ham Liverpool game, which was postponed because Liverpool flew to Qatar for the Club World Cup final and the semi-finals. And after that we play Wolves, I think, or before that we play Wolves. And between the two games there will be an FA Cup 4th round game. But I suggest that for Jurgen Klopp to maybe go a little bit stronger if it is allowed, in terms of if our injuries will be back, injured players will be back. I mean, Lovren Matip, Fabinho, Naby Keita. If these players are back, then hopefully Liverpool can field a little bit of a stronger team. But also I'm hoping that Liverpool will get lucky with the draw and we get somebody like Portsmouth or Northampton. No disrespect to those clubs, but of course if Liverpool get a third or fourth division club, it would be slightly easier. And I fully trust even the Liverpool young players to do their absolute best. The priority for Liverpool, however, is the Premier League title. We absolutely have to win it from the position that we are in. Liverpool need to concentrate on that competition, and Liverpool and Jurgen Klopp didn't disrespect the FA Cup. We didn't have a choice today. We had 12 fit senior players before the game, and now with Milner out injured, we have 11 fit senior players. So we have to field a full kids bench, a full under 23 bench. Probably. The good news is that Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain was back. He trained 2 days before this game and he looked really lively. He had some terrific long shots, which I was really excited about. I loved to see Oxlade-Chamberlain back playing football, so that's actually a positive. But when we get one player back from injury, we lose another one. James Milner, he could miss another 3-4 weeks, maybe even more, with the muscle injury. And yes, James Milner is human. There's evidence. He gets injured. We haven't seen that before, but at 33 years old, that was bound to happen at some point in his career. And this was Jurgen Klopp's reaction to the victory. The rest of the night after the Milner injury was absolutely perfect, I have to say. I saw a sensationally good performance of a not very experienced team with a lot of players. For them, the first time playing on this kind of stage in front of this crowd against the opponent, it was outstanding. I loved it. I loved every second of this game. It was a bit too wild in the first half. That's completely normal. If you try to show respect to our principles, it can happen that it gets a bit wild. But football-wise, in a lot of moments, brilliant. Defensive-wise, organization-wise, the press, the counter-press, absolutely incredible. And then we scored this wonderful goal that they had 3 big chances. We know that. Adrian, class, absolutely class. And then we scored that goal. We controlled it in a lot of moments. Even with the chances they had, we were not outplayed. We lost the ball, played a bad pass. That can happen. It's not cool, but it can happen. That's why the formation was that wide. I just liked it. Each individual performance was outstanding. I absolutely love Jones winning goal. That's what Jurgen Klopp said. I must say one thing, because everybody asks me about Curtis Jones, but there were so many extremely good performances tonight. The goal was exceptional and the boy is an outstanding player, but I cannot understand why nobody asked me so far about Chirivella, Neco Williams, Yasser Rucci. Is this a sign we want to give the boys? You have to score, otherwise we ignore you. Let me speak about Curtis. An unbelievable player, Scouser, very confident, can't wait to play in the first team. Good, rightly so, he's in a very good way. I've known him 3.5 years, he made big steps. Will be a Liverpool player if nothing strange happens in the future, 100% great. That he scores that goal, I'm not surprised. He scores this kind of goal, I'm not surprised. He is, for these situations, and there's still a lot to learn and improve, but sometimes we forget it as well in training, that he is only 18 years old. Unbelievable. I liked that the boys used all our patterns tonight to cause Everton big problems. It was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And Jurgen Klopp also commented on the atmosphere. It was an exceptional atmosphere tonight, but if this game wouldn't have a good atmosphere, I would have had something to say about it, to be honest. But that was exceptional tonight, of course. We never get used to it, we never take it for granted. Absolutely sensational. I would love to see a few people and ask them what they thought exactly about the lineup and all these bad things about me and the FA Cup and no respect and stuff like this. And then after the game, let's ask them the same question. I enjoyed each second. It was a bit like the Arsenal game in the League Cup. I enjoyed it so much. It's a very important message. If you want to be a Liverpool player, you have to respect the principles of this club. We cannot always play the best football in the world, but we can fight like nobody else if we want. And as long as we use our principles, we will be a difficult opponent to play against. Pretty much the same is for our crowd. If you want to be a Liverpool supporter, you don't have to perform always on the highest level, but you have to fight with all you have. That means you have to shout as loud as you can, and that's what we did now 3 times in a row at home. Really happy about that. That's exactly what we have to do if we want to have something at the end of the season. And also, Takumi Minamino made his debut. He's the first Japanese player to officially play for Liverpool, and I was so happy to see him perform. He was magnificent. He played some really good passes. He was very quick. He was great at dribbling, and also he had a big chance when there was a cross by Origi into the box, and Minamino just missed the ball by this much. And he would have had a clear header in front of goal, and he probably would have scored it if he makes a connection with his head. But of course this was just his first game. He will need to take time to adjust to everything, to how Liverpool plays, but the first game was very promising, and I think we have a real gem on our hands. Exactly the type of player that Liverpool wanted and Liverpool needed in Takumi Minamino, and I think he will be a star. So let me know what did you think of the game, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. See you later, guys. Goodbye.